Good afternoon, everyone. Happy New Year. Trump administration has started 2026 in the same way that they spent all of 2025, unleashing chaos, crisis, and corruption at levels unprecedented in modern American history. The Trump administration has not done a damn thing throughout its entire time in office to make life better for the American people. Donald Trump and the administration and the Republican extremists, they promised all of 2024, when they were on the campaign trail trying to get power, that they were going to lower costs. In fact, it was Donald Trump who said costs would go down on day one of his administration. A year later, costs haven't gone down in the United States of America. Costs have gone up. The affordability crisis is not a hoax. It is very real. Housing costs out of control, grocery costs out of control, utility costs out of control, child care costs out of control, and health care costs out of control. This week, as a result of a Democratic-led effort, the House of Representatives will vote on bipartisan legislation to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits so we can prevent tens of millions of Americans from experiencing dramatically increased premiums, copays, and deductibles this month. Increases that in some cases could result in everyday Americans paying $1,000 or $2,000 more per month. Completely and totally unacceptable in the United States of America, the wealthiest country in the history of the world. House Democrats are going to continue to fight to lower the high cost of living, fix our broken health care system, and make life better for everyday Americans. While Donald Trump and the administration is off starting wars, most recently connected to the unauthorized military action in Venezuela. This wasn't a law enforcement action. They're lying to the American people when they say that. It was an unprecedented military action. And yes, in fact, it is the case that Maduro is a bad guy, a dictator, someone who was not the legitimate head of government or head of state in Venezuela. We also know that the future of the Venezuelan people should be determined by the Venezuelan people, not by Donald Trump, Pete Hegseth, or Stephen Miller. Are you kidding me? These people don't even know how to run the United States of America. And we're supposed to believe that there's any credibility to the notion that the Trump administration is going to run Venezuela, a country of 30 million people in South America? The American people reject the possibility of another unjustified foreign war that seems to be on the horizon because of Trump's desire to reward big oil in the United States of America, while continuing to not do a damn thing to make life better for the American people. Questions?
Mr. Leader, thank you. Happy New Year. You used the term unauthorized and unprecedented, but do you believe the administration's actions in Venezuela were illegal? And if so, what actions are Democrats prepared to take?
We're going to have a conversation with the administration within the hour when the leaders of the House and Senate on a bipartisan basis are going to be briefed at the highest levels by so-called Secretary of Defense, Attorney General, as I understand it, the Secretary of State, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and the CIA Director. There are a lot of questions that need to be answered on behalf of the American people. So that's the next step that's in front of us right now. What's clear is that the administration took military action without congressional approval. It was military action, not a law enforcement action, despite what members of the administration are claiming right now. And the notion that the American people are supposed to believe that the military action that the Trump administration took had anything really to do with a counter-narcotics effort is belied by the fact that it was Donald Trump just a few weeks ago who pardoned the former president of Honduras, who's one of the world's leading narco traffickers. The former president of Honduras was convicted by an American jury of narco trafficking, of jamming more than 400 tons of cocaine into the United States of America. He was sentenced after being convicted by an American jury to 45 years of hard time in federal prison. Former president of Honduras said he wanted to jam cocaine down the nostrils of the gringos. And this is the person that Donald Trump pardoned? And the American people are now supposed to believe that this whole situation that has unfolded in Venezuela has anything to do with a counter-narcotics operation? Get lost.
Happy New Year. You've been critical of some of the briefers who will be speaking to you this afternoon, Pete Hegseth, Pam Bondi, Marco Rubio. You've also been critical of some of the previous classified briefings you've received from the administration. What's your level of confidence going into this particular briefing that you'll get the answers that you say you and House Democrats are seeking on behalf of the American people, when these are the same officials who have briefed you in the past and you've been critical of the information that they provided?
House Democrats and Senate Democrats, I believe, are going to press every single member of the administration to get the answers that the American people deserve on a whole host of issues related to why this action was taken and undertaken without congressional authorization, and what are the plans moving forward now that Donald Trump says that his administration is running Venezuela. And Donald Trump had the nerve to dismiss the popular opposition leader of Venezuela. Said that she was not popular, did not have the support of the Venezuelan people. Donald Trump does not have the support of the American people. He's historically unpopular. And yet he's questioning the legitimacy of who should actually succeed the deposed former president of Venezuela. So there are a lot of questions that need to be answered today by the highest levels of the administration and later on this week when the entire House and the entire Senate will be briefed.
President Trump has now floated the possibility of U.S.